Lesson 5.4, solving proportions using cross products. So we've been working with solving proportions, both using tape diagrams and algebra. And so today I'm going to teach you guys a little trick, which should be beneficial when you are doing these lessons. So let's look at what a cross product is. A cross product is a product of numbers and variables diagonally opposite each other in the proportion. So this will make more sense once I give you guys an example. So let's look at this example right here. 3/4 equals 5/20. So what this is telling you is that the cross product, so if you look diagonally, 3 times 20 will equal 4 times 15 if they are proportionate. So 4 times 15 equals 60. And 3 times 20 will also equal 60. So this is one way you can check to see if two fractions are equivalent or proportionate. And then using algebra to understand what this means, if AB equals CD and D does not equal 0 and B does not equal 0 because those are our denominators, then AD, so A times D, will equal B times C. So let's go ahead and see how this is going to be useful to us as we go on. So use cross products to properly solve. So prior to this lesson, we would have used algebra, and we're going to try using algebra to see how the steps are similar. So here you have 3/4 equals x over 15. So when I use algebra, I'd ask myself, what is happening to my variable? And here my variable is being divided by 15. So the inverse operation of division would be multiplying both sides by 15. So on the left-hand side, I would do 15 times 3 over 4. I'm multiplying the 15 and 3, and then there's a 1 here, so 1 times 4 equals 4. And on the right-hand side, I'm doing 15 times x over 15. 15 times 3 would equal 45 over 4, and this would equal x. 45 divided by 4, we can simplify that down, and you would get 11 and 1/4 equals x. So let's go ahead and try this using cross products. So if we use cross products, we're going to see that our steps are actually fairly similar. So here I know that my diagonals, so these two have to equal these two when they're multiplied. So 3 times 15 is going to equal 4 times x. And I want to show you where that is in our problem. So this 3 times 15 is showing right here. And then what we're going to do is 3 times 15 will equal 45 equals 4x. And now we're going to divide both sides by 4 to get x by itself. And you can see that that would be right here. Now you're dividing by 4. And that would give you your answer. So then you get x equals 11 and 1/4. So when you're comparing them side to side, it's a little hard to see exactly how they got that, but you will see after doing cross products multiple times that'll become a quicker and more efficient way. Remember, if you forget how to do cross products, you can always go back to what you know about algebra and solving for variables using inverse operations. So now we're going to go ahead and try a few different problems. Go ahead and open your book to page 274, and we're going to try the guided practice numbers 1 through 3. Okay, so our first one says b over 10 equals 3 over 4. So I'm going to go ahead and circle my cross products. So these are cross and diagonal from each other, and these are cross and diagonal from each other. So I know 10 times 3, so 10 times 3 will equal 4 times b. So 10 times 3 equals 30. 4 times b equals 4b. Now to get b by itself, since 4 is being multiplied by b, I have to do the inverse operation and divide both sides by 4. So you might hear some people say cross multiply and divide. So you cross multiply and then you divide by the number. So this would give you b equals, and 30 divided by 4 equals 7.5 or 7.5. Let's go and look at the next one. The next one says a over 15 equals 5 over 6. So we're going to cross multiply. So 15 times 5 equals 6 times a. So 15 times 5 equals 75. And 6 times a will give you 6a. Now to get a by itself, you need to divide both sides by 6. And 75 divided by 6 equals 12.5. So 12.5 equals a. The last one, go ahead and pause the video and then come back when you're ready to see how to do this one. So it's 4/5 equals 28 over c. And as you can tell, this one would be a little bit harder to use algebra for because your denominator is your variable. So cross products is definitely helpful. So the first thing I'm going to do is multiply 5 and 28 and 4 and c. So when I do 5 times 28, I'm going to write it out first. Equals 4 times c. And 5 times 28 equals 140. And then since c is being multiplied by 4, I need to divide, cross multiply. So I cross multiplied here. Now I'm dividing. This will give me c on this side, and then 140 divided by 4 equals 35. So 35 equals c. And that is it for today's lesson. So you can go ahead and turn off the video. Thanks for watching.